My name is Jitendra Kumar, and I serve as Principal Security Cloud Solution Architect with Microsoft. Each week, I bring you the latest security insights, helping you stay ahead in a constantly evolving landscape. This week, I'm excited to share new developments and critical updates that will keep your cloud environments secure and resilient. Let's dive straight in and begin with our first security update for this week. A stronger layer of security is arriving for your organization's Entra credentials. Starting at the end of February 2026, Microsoft Authenticator will launch jailbreak and root detection across iOS and Android devices, automatically blocking Entra credentials from working on compromised devices. Jailbroken or rooted devices are more vulnerable to security threats. To protect your organization, all existing Entra credentials on such devices will be automatically wiped. No action from administrators is needed. This new capability is secure by default. There's no configuration and no opt-out. Here's how the rollout will unfold. For Android, the worldwide release begins at the end of February 2026 and completes by mid-year. For iOS, the rollout starts in April 2026 and follows the same timeline. The process moves through 3 distinct phases, each about a month apart, so you have time to adapt. First comes warning mode. Users with jailbroken or rooted devices will receive a clear message. Your device is compromised, and soon, work or school accounts can't be used here. Next is blocking mode. Attempting to access a work or school account will prompt a new message. These accounts are now blocked on compromised devices. Finally, wipe mode. All work and school accounts are automatically removed. Each mode ensures users are clearly informed about what's changing and what that means for their access. What should you do now? Inform your users ahead of time. Make sure everyone understands that jailbroken or rooted devices are no longer supported for Entra credentials. Users will encounter informative error messages to guide them, but communication is key to a seamless transition. With this update, your organization's security foundation grows even stronger. By staying informed and prepared, you can continue to protect sensitive credentials, no matter what lies ahead.
Now let's discuss the second security update for this week. Administrators can now opt in to a new passkey profiles experience that supports group-based passkey configurations and introduces a new passkeyType property. This property allows a choice of device-bound passkeys, synced passkeys, or both, marking a key shift in passwordless authentication management. If a tenant does not opt in during the initial rollout window, the new schema will be automatically enabled as scheduled. For tenants with synced passkeys enabled, Microsoft-managed registration campaigns will update targeting to include passkeys. What is this change about? Microsoft is making passkeys easier to roll out automatically in Microsoft Entra ID. Passkeys are a passwordless sign-in method using your phone, biometrics, or device instead of a password. Previously, administrators had to manually configure and enable passkey profiles. Now, Microsoft can auto-enable a default profile for tenants who haven't opted in yet. Microsoft will automatically create and enable a default passkey profile supporting device-bound, synced, or both types of passkeys. This change streamlines setup, but does not force anyone to use passkeys. Control remains with administrators. General availability starts March 2026. Automatic enablement worldwide will run March through May 2026, and for government tenants from April to June 2026. Most customers need not act immediately. Review the default passkey profile once it appears and decide which passkey types fit your needs. Check registration campaigns, especially Microsoft-managed ones, and adjust targeting if needed. Administrators stay in control with a secure starting point. This update makes passwordless security easier to adopt and strengthens protection against phishing threats. Stay informed, stay secure, and be ready to embrace this evolution in authentication. Now let's discuss the third security update for this week. Microsoft Entra ID is introducing app deactivation. a powerful new tool for IT admins and app owners. Imagine being able to instantly pause an app's access to sensitive intra-protected resources without deleting it or altering critical settings. With app deactivation, you gain a safe, reversible middle ground for managing app risk. Previously, when an app appeared suspicious or became unused, admins had only two options: delete the app and risk disrupting integrations, or leave it enabled and accept higher security risk. App deactivation changes this dynamic. Think of it as hitting the pause button on an application. The app remains in your environment, its configuration stays intact, but it can't sign in or request new access tokens. Any tokens that were already issued will expire on their regular schedule, ensuring no abrupt breakages, while new requests are automatically denied. This feature offers admins the flexibility to temporarily freeze apps during security investigations, clean up risky or dormant applications, or periodically review tenant health, all without permanent deletions or manual re-registrations. The result is greater control and agility, especially when managing large environments or multiple tenants, since the deactivation applies globally to the app and its service principals across organizations. App deactivation arrives in general availability in March 2026 and will be included across all Entra ID editions. Initially, this capability is accessible through the Microsoft Graph API, allowing seamless integration into automation workflows. For most customers, no immediate action is required. Instead, consider integrating app deactivation into your security operations. Use it to pause apps during incident response, as part of regular app reviews, or to optimize tenant hygiene. The impact is clear: faster and safer handling of suspicious or unnecessary apps, with less risk of accidental disruption. With app deactivation, you have a more precise tool at your fingertips, empowering you to protect your environment with confidence and efficiency.
Fourth security update this week. Microsoft Entra ID introduces Inline External Authentication Method registration. What does this mean for your organization? Imagine a sign-in process where users can register an external authentication method, like a third-party MFA provider or an outside identity system, right as they're logging in. No more detours to separate security pages or waiting for an admin to add credentials in advance. This is a smoother, smarter experience for everyone. Previously, meeting multi-factor authentication requirements meant extra steps. Users were stopped during sign-in, forced to navigate away, and often felt lost in the process. Now, Entra ID brings registration directly into the sign-in flow. If an external authentication method is required, users simply register it then and there. No confusion, no jumping between screens. This change applies to all editions of Microsoft Entra ID and enters public preview in January 2026. It's designed to streamline onboarding, reduce friction, and empower both users and administrators. Admins retain control. They can allow self-service registration, register methods on behalf of users, and manage which authentication types are permitted. So, what should you do now? There's nothing mandatory yet, but if your organization uses external MFA or authentication providers, reviewing this feature is wise. Decide if inline registration improves your user experience, and prepare to test it during the public preview. Change can be daunting, but this update is about simplicity and efficiency. Take the opportunity to assess, experiment, and make your authentication flows even more seamless. Microsoft Entra ID makes it easier for you to stay secure without disruption. Last security update for this week. Microsoft Entra ID introduces cross-tenant security group synchronization, a major step forward in group management. This new capability enables organizations to synchronize security groups across Microsoft Entra tenants, simplifying secure collaboration and access management. In simple terms, you create a security group in one tenant, and Microsoft automatically mirrors it in others. No more manual duplication across organizations. Today, admins often recreate the same groups in several tenants, leading to errors and inconsistent access. Synchronization eliminates these issues and centralizes control. This means access stays consistent, zero trust, and conditional access policies are easier to enforce, and administrative overhead is greatly reduced. However, the feature's public preview is postponed. It's not available yet, and Microsoft will announce an updated timeline in the future. What do you need to do today? Nothing. There's no impact or configuration required for your tenants at this time. Stay tuned for Microsoft's future announcements and be prepared to leverage this improvement when it goes live.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this week's Microsoft Security Weekly Update. Your attention and curiosity mean a lot, and it's clear you care about staying ahead with the latest security features and updates. Every week, I am grateful for the opportunity to connect with you, sharing insights that help us all become stronger, more informed, and more secure. This journey isn't just about technology. It's about building trust and growing together, one update at a time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, keep asking questions, keep learning, and know that you're making a real difference by staying engaged. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next update. Your trusted security advisor, Jeet.